Hi everyone, in today's video I am going to be reviewing a newish brand from Dollar General. It is called Believe Beauty and everything in this line is $5 or under. I've been kind of avoiding it and I'll be honest, it is because of the stigma around dollar store makeup. All of the products right here did cost me $65, but $65 is $65. And also my experience with cheaper makeup, for example, my Shop Miss A, like AOA Studio brand review, I made that video and I honestly haven't touched any of that makeup since. It has been sitting in a bag. After I photographed it for my thumbnail, I just put it all in a bag and it's been sitting in the bag. So I also just didn't want to be stuck with a pile of products that I am not going to use again, but I've just gotten so many requests to do it. So I am here finally doing it. I've only watched one person review this line and that was Emily Noel. My queen. I love Emily Noel. Other than that though, I really don't know anything about this brand. I went to Dollar General the other day. I picked out what I needed to pick out. It was on a little end cap. It had a large variety of products, which is interesting for dollar store brands. I picked up a primer. Oh shit. I did not mean to pick up the color correcting primer. I could have sworn I picked up like a hydrating primer. Dang it, I did not mean to pick up this primer. Okay, well, I guess we're going in with the Pretty and Primed color correcting primer. I really meant to pick up a hydrating primer because while watching Emily's review, I noticed that the foundation looked a bit dry and she was talking about how it looked a little bit dry. This went on completely clear though. I don't know what kind of color correcting it's claiming to do, but that actually feels really nice and it's looking really nice and glowy on the skin, which I'm thankful for because I think I'm gonna need some help in that department. So the next product that I have to share is the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation and I did have to pick up 2 shades of this. Obviously this is very dark for me and this is just a little bit too light. This is soft beige and then this one right here is tawny. The soft beige looks like it would work, but I definitely need a little bit more deepness, so that's why I had to buy this one. There was one called Tan Neutral, I think, in the middle of these, but they were sold out of that shade. So they do have a pump, which is really nice. This is soft beige. That actually doesn't look too terribly off, and that is what tawny looks like. Let me bring you guys in closer. There is quite a difference between these two, and apparently there is one more shade in between them, but they just didn't have it. I will show you. That is what soft beige looks like on my face. That is what tawny looks like on my face. Oh yeah, this looks like it would be my perfect match. Let's put it on my chin. Yeah, that looks good. One thing that I am so thankful for is that this smells like makeup. This smells like a standard foundation that you would buy anywhere. I find that when you get into cheaper brands, they add so much fragrance to their stuff, but this doesn't smell bad at all. It doesn't smell like anything. It just smells like makeup, which is comforting. I really think it would have been interesting sitting on like the planning board for this and just hearing like how they wanted to create the brand, what they wanted like the brand image to be, if they kind of wanted to break the stigma of like dollar store makeup. Okay, I have to be honest here. This is looking pretty beautiful. I am just adding another layer kind of like to my cheek area. I just had a ton left on the back of my hand, so. Okay, wow, this looks... Bare Minerals who? So I had to also pick up 2 concealers, but I'm looking right now and I think that this one looks like it would be alright. So I might just only apply this one to my skin and then if I need to, I will adjust. So here are the 2 concealers. This one is light beige and this one right here is just regular beige. I love the packaging of this as well. I feel like the doe foot is, you know, really nice and large enough and it's not stiff at all. It feels really good. I really liked the packaging of the foundation as well. Again, no fragrance added to this. I'm not getting that yucky floral plastic smell. It just smells like makeup, which your girl really appreciates. I am going to blend this out with a beauty blender though, or a sponge, my bad. Beauty blender would probably sue me. That blended out super beautifully. Okay, wow. Who is she? Ugh. This looks so good, you guys. This is looking so good. I'm really excited. I also do have a powder. I have just the Believe Matte Blur Loose Powder, and I got mine in translucent. I think they did have a couple of other shades in this for darker skin tones, but I just went with the translucent one. I'm going to dip my sponge into this powder. I am going to do some light baking with it underneath my eyes and stuff. This is applying really smoothly. Sometimes if a powder is like a little bit weird, if I go in with a sponge, it will turn sometimes really dark, or it will like cling on to wet patches and then not blend out, but this is really smooth. I'm going to use a little bit of this concealer on my eyelids just as a base for my eyeshadow. So this is what the palette looks like that I picked up. Definitely a very me palette. This is called Nearly Nude. They do have this kind of consistent powder formula going on here. I know that these are going to be really soft to touch. I feel like this formula I've seen before in a couple of different brands. Yep, it's super soft to touch. It's very pigmented and very smooth. I feel like this is kind of like a newer powder formula that brands are kind of experimenting with, and it must be kind of cheap to make, obviously, because this was only $5 or something. What I'm going to first do is take some of that deep shade, but then also mix it in with this one right here to create a transition so I don't have to go in with something so deep right off the bat. And I'm going to start applying that in my crease. Okay, super pigmented, really smooth, already blended out. There's absolutely no skipping or anything. This looks super duper smooth. I'm going to go in with this shade right here and apply it all over my eyelid. Ooh, that ended up looking really dark. Okay. Oops. I'm going to take that lightest shade right here and apply it over top of what we just put down to lighten that up a bit, which works for me because the light shade was just a little bit too light for me. But for some reason that shade ended up turning quite purple. Didn't it look kind of bronzy to you? I don't know, I could just be not reading the colors right. Okay, well maybe I do have to go back in a little bit with that darker shade. So I'm gonna use that darkest shade right there, just by itself this time, and kind of focus it on the very edge to just blend everything out and smoke it out a bit. I'm gonna go in with that light shade that we use in the beginning to kind of mix everything, and I just want to run it above the blend so that everything can kind of like diffuse itself. I'm going to try a smoky liner. It might not be dark enough because my eyelid's pretty dark. This is looking really, really good. I'm taking some of that lightest shade again, but I'm going to pack it on a little bit more on my brow bone. So this brand does have an eyebrow pencil. I got mine in the shade dark brown. The one that Emily Noel was using was ash brown, which I'm kind of wishing that I was able to get that one. Hers just looked really perfect. It was like a very cool toned brown. This one looks, I don't know. It might look different on my brows, but as of the swatch, it's looking okay. It's really creamy though, which I don't like, especially right now with my brows being super unruly. So I'm like not even touching, I'm like hardly touching it. I'm trying really hard to just like be really light-handed. Pretty good, pretty good. I definitely had to be super light-handed though, and that's what they look like with me being super light-handed. Like I had to be super duper gentle with this, and make sure I didn't apply too much of it anywhere. I am going to kind of clean it up a little bit on the like little edges because I feel like it did get a little messy. So that is what the brows look like, just the eyebrow pencil, not bad at all. I do have a brow gel, and this is in the shade dark brown. I don't believe that they had a clear option. I probably would have been fine just putting this through my brows, but I did want to try both products. I do also have a mascara from the brand. This is the Volumin'eyes mascara. Someone told me I should have gotten the lengthening mascara, but I did not know any better. So yes, let's try this on. This mascara is applying really nicely. I don't notice it being super like voluminous in a way that's making my lashes look clumpy, but this is coating my lashes really nicely, adding like some good lift to them, adding some nice length to them, definitely defining them. I'm liking it. So that is what the mascara looks like. I think it looks beautiful. I don't have any comment on it other than it looks really good. I'm going to take whatever is left on my brush and kind of just run it along my lash line. This is what I'm looking like right now. I was not expecting to be Miss Glam over here, but I'm not mad at it. I think it looks really nice. I do have a cheek palette to try. This is the Get Glowing Highlight and Contour Palette, and this is in the medium and deep version. They had a lighter version. I am going to dip my brush into the bronzer in this trio. Shit, don't get on my shirt. This was really, that was really dusty, and I got really nervous it was gonna fly on my shirt because my shirt is white. But I'm just going to take the bronzer first, light hand, because we don't know how pigmented it is. The eyeshadows were quite pigmented, so. They did have individual bronzers and blushes and highlights. I did pick up an individual blush, but I did not really see any bronzers that I liked or highlights that I liked. So the palette was a good option. This is really powdery though. The color is really nice though, and it's applying super smooth. It has the same sort of powder formula as the eyeshadows did. I like doing my highlight before my blush, so I'm going to tap into the highlight in this palette. This highlight does look a little bit dark for me currently, but I think I'll be able to make it work. That's so beautiful. Oh my god. So the blush that I picked up is in the shade High Tea. It looks like this. I want to say I read somewhere that someone said that it was a dupe for NARS Orgasm. Ooh, that's really pretty. Like, oh my god. It looks a bit light though. Let me swatch the blush in the palette. This is a matte blush. Oh, that's gorgeous too. Oh my god. Oh, I think I'm actually going to apply the blush that's in the palette, and then I'm going to top it off with High Tea. Okay, look how powdery this is though. I hardly tapped in and it's like super powdery, but powdery products are not a deal breaker for me, but it does kind of take an ease away from using a product. And then I'm going to top it off with some of the High Tea blush. I'm just going to like tap my brush in there, and I just want to do like a swipe. Okay, I hope you guys noticed the glow that that just gave me. Oh my, that's so beautiful. So all of these products were a first impressions. However, I did the other day apply some of the Believe lipstick, and I have mine in the shade Moroccan Spice. You can only imagine that this is a pinky brown nude. It's beautiful. It is so nice. And again, like all of the other products that are sitting in front of me, this does not have a fake perfume smell to it. It just smells like a lipstick. I'm really impressed so far. Oh my god. The lipstick does have like a peachy element to it, but it is so pretty. Like, I love it. I love how that looks. So this is what everything looks like up close on my skin. I think everything is looking really gorgeous and smooth, and there's nothing on my face that I'm feeling weird about. The only thing is I just feel like my brows look a little bit too dark. I kind of wish I had just gone in with the brow gel, but if that's the only issue on my face, I think that we're doing pretty good because they don't even look bad. It's just a preference. But you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think of this because I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Believe Beauty. So I am going to spray my face with some all-nighter. They did not have a setting spray, I don't think. I didn't notice one. So I am feeling really good about everything. This is what I'm looking like at 2:30 p.m. I just have a couple of things to do. This is not going to be the longest wear test. When I come back though, I am going to have nicer looking hair. I am going to get a blowout done by Miss Frida Maxka, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I'll be back a little bit later so you guys can see how this wore. So I am back. The time right now is about 7:30. Yeah, it's 7:32. I did get my hair done. I got it blown out and styled. This is what the makeup is looking like. I think it looks amazing considering it's been about 5 hours. I know that's not like a super long wear test, but I mean, I would give this makeup 3 more hours before I was looking crusty, I guess. I don't know, like there's not anything super noticeable about the wear. Nothing is breaking up, like in this area on my nose, on my chin, nothing is breaking up. As far as smile lines, I do have some, but not anything too crazy. Under eye creasing, really to a minimum. And the creasing around my nose, super duper to a minimum. Everything has stayed. Oh, even the eyeshadow. Even the eyeshadow hardly has any creasing, you guys. Oh my god. My cheek products look just as vibrant, I feel. So this is what the makeup is looking like up close. I am beyond impressed. Honestly, I think that this performs just as well as any regular drugstore makeup and even high-end makeup. I think that this brand is really, really onto something. I think it's incredible that I'm looking at my mascara right now and it's just as intense. My eyes don't feel dried out or itchy or anything, and it's not at all on my face or smudged or flaking. This is absolutely amazing, you guys. I am so beyond impressed right now. You guys are gonna have to let me know what your thoughts are on the Believe Beauty line from Dollar General. I am really impressed with how everything looks. I love that a brand like this is available to anyone in any sort of financial situation to make them feel beautiful. I think whatever your situation is, you deserve to be able to feel beautiful. You deserve to be able to put on high quality makeup on your face, and here it is. Like, this is incredible. This is so good. I can't wait to see what your thoughts are on this line. I'm really happy that I did decide to go ahead and jump on here and do it. I was really avoiding it for the longest time. I'm embarrassed that I put this off for so long just because I thought it was just going to be some other junk makeup brand, but no, this is amazing. This is amazing. Like, it's so good. I'm really impressed. I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I see you next time.